Quite a spanking. Hello and welcome into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George. If this is your first time here, or you've been here before but haven't subscribed yet, please do so, along with hitting that thumbs up button for me and dropping your comments. Definitely want to hear your thoughts and feelings about anything Knicks. And we just had Summer League. The first game of the Knicks Summer League began today, and it was quite a thrashing. The Pistons, the Knicks never led. They were playing from behind the entire time. I think they scored 15 points in the first quarter, 17 in the second quarter. They almost outscored their first half performance in the fourth quarter, but it wasn't enough. They just looked disjointed. The turnovers were kind of shocking, especially from Tyler Kolek, who is known to be someone who can protect the ball. And overall, the passing was fairly disappointing for the Knicks, but none more so than the outside shooting. And they ran against a Detroit Pistons team who looked very, very good. And Ron Holland II, the guy's a baller. He was the 5th pick for the Detroit Pistons in the 2024 draft, and he showed why tonight. I really got to commend that guy. He was fantastic. He came through with 28 points for the Pistons. He's definitely going to be a key piece in their rotation. And Trajan Langdon, who was interviewed during the game by Greg Anthony and forgot the other guy, Greenberg, I think. He basically said that they're looking forward to having him as a key member of the rotation there at Detroit. A lot to discuss. We're getting into it. I do have some highlights for you guys, but let's get into it. Game 1, Summer League. Game 1 of the new season. I've been waiting for this. Just was thoroughly disappointed in the actual effort out on the court and the result. But there were a few bright spots. Definitely a few bright spots, and it's interesting to show Marjon Beauchamp here. Seems like a nice guy and everything, but man, I was thoroughly disappointed with his performance. I was seeing some stuff out on social media praising him. I don't know what game they were watching. I thought he was terrible, honestly, except for maybe one or two bright moments. He was atrocious, and he was the team low in plus minus, a minus 21. So on a team where everybody was struggling, and he's the worst, I don't see how people can praise his effort. I'm kind of totally shocked about it. He only shot 40% overall. He put up 15 shots. He put up the most shots in the game when it should have been a game where we saw Dadiet putting up the most shots. So again, you gotta decide who to put the emphasis on, and the focus should be on the 19-year-old Pacom Dadiet, who, look at this. In his first game of the summer, New York Basketball tweeted this out. 17 points was the team high for the Knicks, even though he didn't put up the most shots. McCullough and Beauchamp both shot more often than he did. He was 8 of 13, but only 1 of 3 from the three-point line. And I got to say, even though I was very pleased by his overall performance, I mean, he's only 19, so let's just keep that in focus. His outside shot looked awkward. Something has shifted from what I saw during the regular season. Maybe he's working on something. I don't know. He was just kind of like letting it fly, and it wasn't looking pretty at all. He did hit a corner 3, which was nice, but that was it. I don't think he hit another jumper. The rest was all around the rim, which is nice because he was using his 6'8", 6'9" body to get down low, and he dunked it several times. He beat some guys off the dribble. I like his off-ball movement. Kolek found him one time when he was cutting into the lane after he had been bodied up a few times, and he gave up the ball, and Kolek found him cutting to the lane, and he dunked it. So in that respect, those were positives, but the actual shooting itself was a disappointment, the outside shooting for him. He needs to be a very good outside shooter for him to actually get any playing time with the Knicks in the upcoming season, or possibly even become a potential trade chip, because he definitely has something to him. Defensively, it did look like a few times he got beat off the dribble, especially Holland, who's very quick, but he would then catch up and block guys from behind. He would body up some guys. Once he picked up, I think, how many blocks did he end up getting? 1 or 2. He was only credited with 1 block, but he definitely intimidated a few guys in the paint defensively. So he definitely, it was a promising effort from him. I hope the shooting was just an off night for him. I'm looking forward to seeing what else he can do in the rest of the postseason, summer league. I'm already in the postseason next year. That's it. My mind is already there. I cannot wait to get there. All right, but way ahead of time here. All right, and then the other guy who impressed me, Mohamed Diawara. I loved his signing. When his draft pick, he was 51st pick. I loved picking him up. He had 7.7 rebounds, 3 offensive, 3 of 7 overall, and he hit a 3. He hit a 3-quarter court 3 at the end of the third quarter. And as Foxy pointed out to me when we were texting, he said, "Hey, did you like how he hit the 3 but didn't celebrate when he went to the bench? The guy's a pro." I loved his game. I think he should definitely make the roster next year. And in fact, we're going to look at the roster. I have that screen grab for you guys. And then I just want to throw this in here because I mentioned this before during the Yabusele video. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. This guy, Keith Pompey, who covers the Sixers, he's the beat reporter for the Sixers, he tweeted this out. He said, Sixers president of basketball operations, Daryl Morey, on giving Quentin Grimes the offer he deserves, impacting the team's ability to retain Gershon Yabusele. Quote, "I think people have said like that created a challenge for us, and it's true. So we want to retain Quentin. We hope to work that out with his representation, and our focus was on making sure that happens. That did impact what we could offer Gershon." And he confirmed that they offered much less than what he inevitably got from us. So thank you, Quentin, for the assist. I wish you were still on this team. We could use you right now. We could have used you during the playoff run. Definitely. Sixers are lucky to have you, and I hope they're able to give you a deal that you feel is worth your ability, and you stay with the Sixers. I just, once a Knick, always a Knick. I want our Knicks to thrive, even our former Knicks to thrive, but not against us. I want you to have cold shooting nights against us and get lead-footed against us. But every other team, go for it, man. Feast. So just want to point that out because I did mention that in that other video. All right, so we got stats here. Before we get to that, let's get to the highlights. Wait, you know what? Before the highlights, let's get to this. This is the Knicks projected depth chart that they put on screen during the game. Right now they have Kolek slotted in and McBride Deuce slotted in as the backup for Jalen Brunson. Jordan Clarkson is the backup for the 2 guard, which is Mikal Bridges, but nobody else. That's it. And Dadiet, but in reality, Deuce is the backup for Mikal Bridges. He has evolved to become more of a 2 guard, more of a combo guard, and Clarkson is a combo guard. Clarkson, he has some decent ball. He's actually a good ball handler, and he's been able to average like 5 assists a game last season. Though I worry about him running the second unit without a true point guard. So I do think that the last piece the Knicks will need for this roster will be a true point guard. A guy like a Ben Simmons, Marcus Smart, he possibly might be out there available. So we got to keep an eye out for that. The one guy that might suffer in this case would be McCullough Jr. I was pretty disappointed with his first game effort in the Summer League. He needed to show out pretty well. He did not. He shot 35% from the field on 14 attempts. 5 of 14. He only hit 1 of 5 from the 3-point line. 13. He finished with 13 points, but he was a -18 in the plus-minus. He really and he missed buckets right around the rim. Bunnies. I mean, not total bunnies, but a bucket he should finish. He beat his guy off the dribble a couple of times and then just clanked it. Sometimes it hit the backboard and then didn't even hit the rim. It just bounced off. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's just rusty. He didn't really get to play much at all last season. So I'm hoping he just shook off the cobwebs and he'll show us something, because I thought he was a very promising potential role player for the Knicks. He's a good defender. He's a winner. He's been a winner his whole life. But at this point, if he continues to play like the way he played today, he may not make it onto the roster at the beginning of the season. But as you see, the backup above him is Dadiet. Again, I think he definitely has some potential, but he also has potential for trade. He might be a piece that gets put into a trade. So I want to see him continue to be to grow during the summer league. I want to see some positives from him continue. Positives. He showed some tonight, but I want to see that shooting stroke return. I want to see him hit 3, 4, 5 3-pointers in one of these summer leagues. He's got the green light. His teammates have to find him. That's another thing. In the beginning of the game, a lot of shots, the ball wasn't going his way. They were finding Beauchamp, they were finding Kolek and Dadiet, but they weren't, not Dadiet, Kolek and Hukporti. Actually, Hukporti barely even got some shots. So it was really McCullough, Kolek, and Beauchamp that were taking most of the shots. As the game progressed, that's when Dadiet started getting some looks. So maybe he got off to a cold start. I don't know. We'll see about that. Backing up OG Anunoby is Yabusele, who we just talked about. Thank you, Quentin Grimes. And Diawara, I think he will be the backup for OG Anunoby. Happy about that. Here, it's odd. Here they have Towns being backed up by Mitch Robinson, but I think Mitch will probably end up starting alongside Towns, but that's TBD. We'll find out as the things progress. But Hukporti for sure is the backup center for the Knicks this next upcoming season. He proved tonight that he is a future NBA player. He is an NBA player. He looked like an NBA player. Diawara looked like an NBA player to me. Kolek actually did not. Kolek struggled mightily. 0 for 5 from the three-point line. 4 of 11 overall. Though I was impressed with his ability to finish, so he was 4 of 6 inside the arc. Finishing around the rim has improved for him compared to what we saw during the regular season. But at the end of the day, the man cannot commit 5 turnovers. Though he picked up 8 assists, 1 steal, 6 rebounds, but he was a minus 14. He can't handle much pressure, defensive intensity on him. So I gotta say, I was disappointed in his performance. I was looking forward to him really challenging for that point guard off the bench role, and I just did not prove it. This game did not prove it. But again, maybe he also suffered from the McCullough thing. Maybe too many cobwebs. We'll see. Apparently, they've been playing all summer, training all summer together, this unit. So that is TBD. All right, let's get to the highlights. Here we go. As I mentioned, the game got off to a rough start, though Hukporti with the put back right there. Slam. See, Beauchamp got in there. Couldn't even make the bucket there. But Hukporti cleaned that up. Let's see. 24. Is that Jenkins? So he's the former St. John's guy. Nice play there. Here comes Holland, the second. Look at that. Man, Dadiet bit on that too hard. Gave him an open look, and that pretty much opened up. But Holland just took off after a while. Look at that. Poor passing again. Some friends have been talking about, hey, what's happened? What's happening with the game? And I will say, I think the real problem there, unlike that was a nice pass. That's Diawara, who found Shuka under the basket there. Here we go. McCullough, nice. And this nice pass right here from McCullough. Kolek, see what passing can do? It just opens up the whole floor, gets you easier buckets. We need more of that. I'm talking about in the starting unit as well. I don't know who that was who hit from the corner 3, but nice. So the Knicks are already down 12. Here comes McCullough. So that one he hits. Nice. So I'm thinking, okay, nice. Okay, let's see what Kev can do here. But there were 3 or 4 other times where he just missed. And there comes Hukporti. Nice little pass from Kolek. But often it's just one pass, and that's it. There's no multiple passes happening here. Again, this is summer league squad. Your expectations can't be that high. But I think in general, as these guys are playing, even in college and high school coming up, and AAU ball, there's the 1-3 that Dadiet hit from the corner. Passing is not being emphasized enough. It's a lost art. Here we go. Boom, hit the three there. So now the Knicks clawed back in it a little bit in that first quarter, beginning of the second quarter. But as the game wore on, the Pistons showed that they were the better team. They had the better talent, and mostly it was Ron Holland. Comes a nice block there. I think that was Dadiet who blocked right there. Here we go. Beauchamp gets in there, scores. Nice. He hit. I mean, he had a few moments, but in general, for the amount of usage that he got, he was not a positive player in any way, shape, or form in this summer league. So here, the Knicks, it was 26-20. Midway through that second quarter, another terrible pass from Kolek. I mean, I don't even understand what that pass was. How did he even think I was even going to get there? And then, boom, an easy three. I think that was Jenkins again. This is McCullough coming through. He muscled his defender. Nice. That, if he can do that in the pros, then he might be able to stick around. Here comes Kolek again. He got, and then another brick. It's like a brick. And then this turns into a swing pass out, and then Beauchamp dribbles in. Nice. That was a nice play right there. See how many see all the passing there? That was nice. We just didn't see enough of that. It was too much dribble, and then one pass or a shot attempt, and that was it. Here we got a couple minutes left in his first half. Hukporti with the block, the denial. Beautiful. Dadiet looks a little bigger, like he's filled out a little bit more. That's the one jumper that Beauchamp hit tonight. On 15 attempts, he hit one jumper. Oh, it was 0 for 4 from the three-point line for Marjan. I keep calling him the wrong name. It's Marjan Beauchamp, which is a great name. Here comes Dadiet. That's, okay, the second jumper he hit. But this guy's supposed to be a sniper or develop into a sniper. So I want to see much, much more of that. Here we go. Now we're in the third quarter. That was Ron Holland. Ron Holland just exploded during this third quarter. Completely dominated the Knicks. But nice. There you go. Nice, beautiful pass from Kolek. Hit Beauchamp in stride, and he finished with the reverse. And then here comes Dadiet. Similar. Is where the Knicks were making a little bit of a run. The Knicks got it within 8 at one point here. You can see in the second half. And then the defense breaks down. McCullough was getting cooked by Holland. I mean, Holland was cooking everybody. Like, that's some decent defense. That was just a good shot making right there. You can't complain too much about that. I don't know who that number 20 was. Who is number 20? Oh, hey, McCullough gets the block, and then the ball goes right to Holland and buries the corner three. And this is when the Pistons start pulling away. Here he goes. Holland again. Is that Holland? Yes. Holland again. Look at that. Pointing at someone there in the crowd. I was supposed to go to Summer League. I will not be able to go to Summer League this year, which is a bummer. Definitely want to go. Then came in the second unit. Let's see. Is this? Oh, this guy Grant. And, oh, look at Hukporti. Nice. Hukporti with the kind of teardrop flip. But some bad defense right there. Now McCullough is I mean, part of his appeal is his defensive prowess. Didn't show it today, but he muscles in. He finds Hukporti. Hukporti kicks it back out, and this is Pate. Dink Pate, 3-pointer. So Dink Pate was an interesting player tonight. That's his only bucket he made. He was 1 for 8 overall. He made a 3-pointer, 1 of 2, but he hit 3 free throws. He picked up 6 rebounds in about 13 and a half minutes of play, 3 assists. He finished as a +4. He was the only plus player who played more than 10 minutes. Devon Grant was a -8. He played 10 minutes. And Diawara was an even in plus-minus. Okay, here we go. This is, I think that's Watson. Comes Beauchamp. This was the other nice play that Beauchamp did. I like the way he curled in through the paint there. He found the space and was able to kiss it off the glass. Luckily for him, these highlights are not showing all the bricks that he put up. Kolek, brick. Kolek had several bricks like that. McCullough finally hits. That's his only three-pointer. He was 1 of 5. But here, you can see the Knicks are already down 19. With four something left. Again, not keeping guys off the glass. Too many second chance opportunities for the Pistons. If this is who this team is, this summer league roster is, there's don't hold out any hopes that the Knicks will be in the tournament at the end of it. They won't be winning summer league, but you never know. They might recover. The next game is on Sunday. It's against the Celtics, I believe, on Sunday. Oh, nice defensive play there by Kolek. Kolek really needs to step up. That was just good defense. That was just better shot making. That's all you can say about that. And here comes Dadiet right through the paint. Nice. He used his length, his speed, his handle to get to the basket, and that was the impressive part of his game tonight. Okay. All right, so here we can see the stats. Like I mentioned before, in 25 minutes of play, Dadiet was 8 of 13. He shot 61%, 17 points, only 1 assist, only 1 rebound, though, but he picked up a block. Did commit 3 turnovers, though. Hukporti, in his 20 minutes of play, 6 points. He looked great. Beauchamp, 6 of 15, 40% overall, no 3-pointers. 2 rebounds for him, no assists, 15 points. And when you see the plus minus, you'll see again why I was thoroughly disappointed. And just watching him play, I don't even know what other people were watching. I was watching a guy who doesn't understand how to play the team game itself, and how to make the guys around him better. And he was just making mistakes left and right. It was and he wasn't getting the ball to the guys who should be getting the ball. Just really frustrating. But again, he's trying to earn a roster spot, but he's doing it the wrong way as far as I'm concerned. McCullough, he played the most, 28 minutes, 5 of 14 for him, 1 of 5. He did get 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Did he get any blocks? No blocks for him. He finished with 13 points. Kolek, 27 minutes, 4 of 11, 0 for 5 from the 3-point line, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, though, 10 points. But this was a subpar game for him. I would give him a C- for this game, honestly. He should be dominating these guys. He should be dominating for these guys right now. Skuka, I think his name. Shuka. Was that how you say it? Live body. Interesting. We'll see. I mean, look at 1 for 4. Ware, he's only got 3 minutes to play. Watson, 5 minutes. Not much to talk about. Diawara, though. 17 minutes there. He played the second most minutes of all the the most minutes of all the non-starters. 3 of 7, 7 rebounds, 7 points for him. And Dink Pate, he played the second most minutes of the non-starters. 1 for 8 overall, but it showed flashes of something. He may not. He's young. He's young and raw. I could see why people were excited about him. So we'll see. Najee, very disappointing. Very disappointing first appearance in orange and blue. And the last guy to talk about is, Udai Baba got into the game, and people were chanting his name. His nickname is Tokyo Drift because he's so fast. Hopefully, in the next games coming up, he will be featured more. I want to see what he's got. And this guy, Grant, he looked interesting. I don't really know much about him. He had 2 3-pointers late in that fourth quarter to kind of make the game respectable somewhat. All right, let's keep going here. You can see the plus minus over here. It's the second column from the right. Hukporti was a minus 16, disappointing. Dadiet a minus 15, but look at Beauchamp, a minus 24. Now, a lot of the minutes Hukporti and Dadiet played, and same with McCullough, were with Beauchamp. So Beauchamp was dragging him down, and even McCullough, a minus 18 as well. Both those two, they were the 2 most disappointing players for the Knicks. Kolek, I would give those guys a D, honestly. Kolek, a C-. Dadiet, maybe a C+, maybe a B. maybe a B. Hukporti, definitely a B. And Diawara, I actually would give him a B plus for him, in comparison to what the other guys were doing. You can see him in his plus minus. He was an even guy, even in his 17 minutes of play. And Pate was a +4 in his 14 minutes of play. Here we go. The Pistons, they should be very excited about Ron Holland II. 28 minutes, 28 points on 12 attempts. That is fabulous. He even picked up 11 rebounds. He ended up with a double-double. Smith also had a double-double for them, 16 points, 11 rebounds. Lanier, Chaz Lanier. That's who that guy was that Kolek was guarding on the right baseline. And he swept the ball away from him, and he guarded him tight, but Lanier still hit the shot. 10 points for him. The final stats don't show it, but he actually had a decent game. Sorry, I'm shaking the table here. That's it. That's it really of note to talk about here. They shot, we could look over here at the team stats. They shot 15 of 33 from the three-point line. They hit 45% from the three-point line. That is why they blew the Knicks out. Jenkins, the St. John's guys, 3 of 5. Holland, 4 of 5. Ziegler, he banked in a 3. He was 2 of 2. Even Trevor Keels, remember him? Former Knick, 2 of 4 from the three-point line. So they were raining threes, and the Knicks could not hit the side of a barn. Today, 6 of 27. They shot 22% from the three-point line. They shot 40% overall, and they even shot 50% from the free throw line. So that's how anemic the shooting was today. They got out-rebounded by 5. Though they ended up with more assists, 23 assists compared to 19 of them. Steals, only 3 steals. They did pick up 7 blocks, but they got out-hustled in all those stats as well. Here, the total turnovers is 16. That does not look correct to me. I guess that's it. They had 10 turnovers in the first half. So that's why they got off to a bad start, really bad start. They had no cohesion. So that's it. This is your first recap of the new season, per se, Summer League. Not off to a good start, but there were a few bright moments, as I mentioned. Hukporti, Diawara, and Dadiet as well. Looking forward to seeing their progress continue. I'll be doing recaps for all of the games, and then we'll do a nice summation for the summer, and we'll look at the roster. We'll look at moving forward what the Knicks still need to fill a final roster spot. Marcus Smart is out there available. Possibly, he might be available. He's not available yet. He might be available. Ben Simmons, he would be interesting. His size, his ball handling, his passing, those are the things we desperately need on this team, along with outside shooting, which he doesn't give you that, but he gives you superior passing, and he's an excellent defender. So could be interesting. Keep an eye out for all of that. Thank you for watching this. Again, my name is George. Please subscribe. Follow me on social media. Hit the thumbs up button for me. Share this video if you can. That'd be great. And drop your comments. Definitely want to hear your thoughts and feelings about anything Knicks. And I will see you around the Knicks-Verse. Let's go.